Good morning. I definitely had the worst sleep ever. I don't know what it is, but I wake up with back pain every single day. The mattresses are just not good, and again, I find it very annoying that it's two separate mattresses and there's this hole in between, and apparently housekeeping cannot fix it. I also woke up incredibly early today, around 6 a.m. because my beautiful neighbor was banging the doors, and not just once, not just twice, but it was like the dude was going in and out and in and out and in and out of his room. It's very annoying, and I think also because the ship isn't sailing, we're just staying overnight. It's much more noisier because you don't have that base layer of, I almost want to say, white noise. But anyway, we're still going to make the very best of the day. We are in Athens. Tonight we're setting sail for Oman. I'm going to have like almost 8 sea days. It's going to be very intense. If you listened to the previous episode, yesterday was not a great success with regards to coming to Athens. Today I'm going to do it a little bit different. I used the magic power of Google, and I found with about 20-minute walk, there is a very, very small, tiny archaeological museum here in the town of Piraeus, I think that's how it's pronounced, where we currently are. So I'm going to walk there, have a look. The museum is to open in 8 minutes. I'm going to have low expectations, but the reviews are very good in terms of that it's small but surprising. And then from there, I'll probably still go and find a coffee shop and maybe get some work done. And I am aiming, because it is now 8:23 in the morning, to be back on the ship around lunchtime and then enjoy the sunshine. So let's see what the morning will bring. That was a very pleasant surprise. After breakfast this morning, I got off the ship and I just started walking. I was committed to this 30-minute walk, and I walked to the archaeological museum. When I arrived, the door was still closed. I was a little bit confused, like, are you open? Because it was just before 9 o'clock, but they were open. They opened the door. And guys, if you're ever in port in Athens, definitely check out the archaeological museum in Piraeus. Again, I hope I pronounced that correct. The entrance was only €2, and it was amazing. It was much bigger than expected. It's just all the archaeological finds from the city and the port. They have beautiful statues and artifacts just from hundreds and hundreds of years before Christ. Just absolutely amazing. They also had like this outdoor, I almost got the impression that they found this outdoor ancient Greek theater and they kind of built a museum around it. Really, really good. I was really surprised. And then afterwards I walked around a little bit more just to go and find a coffee place, which I did. I ended up at a very nice coffee roaster. And the good thing about Greece, again, compared to other places in Europe, is that even coffee and specialty coffee is so much more affordable than, for example, this summer I went to Vienna. Basically, a coffee there is almost €7 nowadays. And then here in Greece, it's only €2 something for a really great quality coffee. So that was good. Went back to the ship. My knee is now officially hurting. I'm already wearing a brace, a knee brace. And luckily I have some Tiger Balm I'll put on because I want to be able to continue walking on the ship, especially with the sea days, to get my steps in, because else there's just not enough movement throughout the day, especially now that for the next week we're not getting off. I worked a little bit on the ship. I'm sitting now. My new office is not necessarily a Ferrari bar anymore, but it is the ice cream parlor, because they just have, it's almost like made to work. These like cubicles. It's really, really good. Then I went down to deck 6 and had some lunch. And I have to make sure that I'm not overeating because the offering is so good. I had the spare ribs and it was really good. You know, when the meat falls off the bone. Really, really nice. Now I just got back to the cabin. I have to charge all my stuff. I'm going to rest also again because, yeah, I'm not sleeping too well on this cruise so far. but hopefully in the next few days that will improve. And let's see what the rest of the afternoon has to offer, and the evening as well. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna be really honest, I don't even know where I left off. All I know is that in the afternoon I took a nap because I woke up so early, and I worked again a little bit. It was interesting because I was on deck 6 and they made these announcements all the time that non-EU citizens had to go through immigration because we're leaving Europe today. And I could see the line outside forming because there's quite a lot of non-Europeans on board. And it was just a mess. There's no other way to describe it than just a mess. I felt really bad if you're like non-European, because you were at least wasting 2 hours today just trying to get that stamp in your passport. And then late afternoon, we were supposed to have a sail away at 6 p.m. So at around 5:30, I went all the way up to deck 18 to watch the sail away, because, you know, we're leaving Europe, kind of symbolic, if you will. And 6 o'clock comes and goes and nothing happens. And at 6:30 I have dinner. So we go have dinner. Dinner was a little bit better, but sorry again. Sorry, I have a cough. I'm really sorry. I apologize. But yeah, it seems that I need to order at least 2 first courses or something just to feel full. I don't know what's wrong. Probably on the Costa Toscana a couple of weeks ago with my family, I was just probably drinking so much alcohol that I always just felt full, and now I don't. But the dinner in itself was very okay. Again, like, I know I bashed the food a little bit, which is not completely fair, of course. And let me tell you that the desserts on board are truly very dangerous because they are really, really good. Either way, dinner comes and goes, and we are still in port. And then some vague announcement comes that due to operational reasons, we are going to be delayed. I didn't know that ships could be delayed, but apparently they can. We asked our waiter, Philip. I think he knew why, but he wasn't allowed to say, which is fine. But in the end, it worked out perfectly because together with my new friends from dinner, we finished our dinner and then went back up to deck 18. And at that moment, the sail away starts, and we have pulled out of Athens on our way to cross the Mediterranean to Egypt. And with that, we are also going to have tomorrow our first of 7 full sea days. It is going to be absolutely insane. I just got the Oggi a Bordo, the daily newspaper, for tomorrow. And yeah, I'm gonna read through it, see what they do. So far, I haven't joined any activities whatsoever, which is more than fine. I keep busy. I have a good time on board for sure. But with that being said, I'm gonna round up for today. My left knee really hurts. I'm wearing a brace. I'm not sure if I mentioned that already today. I'm just gonna rest. I think the rhythm I have and the routine I have on board works really well. For the Wi-Fi, the next few days are really going to be hit or miss. I have some more calls booked, or potential calls, but I'm being quite transparent and let people know, like, look, I'm going to be on a ship. I have Starlink, but, you know. Either way, I feel like I'm rambling. Again, thank you so much for listening. If you made it all the way through today, that is awesome. Please hit subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Also, make sure to check out the sponsor for today's episode, which is, as always, epiccruisedeals.com. If you want to save money on your next cruise, if you want to get a free email alert as to when sailings go on epic sale and when cruise lines drop prices, because a lot of times we might go to, if you take Costa, we go to the Costa website and we filter on price, but it only filters on price based on inside cabins, right? So if you want to maybe know when prices drop on balconies or suites, you have to sign up for epiccruisedeals.com. It is 100% free. If you love cruising, you love that. Now, that being said, guys, good night. I'm gonna go and sleep, rest, and I'll see you in the next episode. Day 1 of 7 in terms of a massive amount of sea days. Hopefully the weather is going to be better and better and amazing, because today it was very gray and cloudy. I'll see you guys in the next episode.